The boy was playing with modeling clay when he suddenly discovered that there were two legs moving inside it. As the boy moved closer to investigate, a red soldier stood up. While the boy was puzzled, the soldier quickly retreated and began kneading the clay. Soon he shaped a weapon and immediately launched an attack on the boy. A bullet hit the boy's eye, causing him to hurriedly throw the clay out the window in pain. After a while, the boy came to the yard to search for the modeling clay. To his surprise, more soldiers appeared around it. They were well trained. They not only set up tents but also chopped wood and made fires. Under the officer's command, soldiers pulled a ladder out of the clay and built a tower, placing sentries on it at all times. After a few more minutes, various heavy tanks appeared on the ground, and even medical tents were set up. The boy looked down and found soldiers inside receiving treatment. Thousands of soldiers were now spread across the ground. Meanwhile, the clay was shrinking rapidly. The boy had an idea and immediately went home to fetch a pile of modeling clay. He casually tossed down a lump of brown clay, and brown soldiers were quickly reproduced in large numbers. When the red soldiers slept, the brown soldiers suddenly opened fire on them. A great battle erupted. The surviving red soldiers quickly rushed to the telephone to report the situation to headquarters. Soldiers who couldn't escape were captured and stuffed into the clay by the brown soldiers. Shortly after, the red soldiers turned brown. Fully armed, they carefully infiltrated the enemy camp. The brown camp had more advanced weapons. They had not only fighter jets but also various heavy rocket launchers. The red soldiers were more primitive. Their most powerful weapon was merely tanks. After several battles, the red soldiers were routed. Seeing the heavy casualties on the other side, the brown soldiers didn't stop. They built warships, planning to eliminate all the red soldiers from the sea. At this time, the remaining red team was hiding in the forest. Learning that the frontline troops had been eliminated, the red team began plotting. The boy hastily pressed his ear close to eavesdrop. It turned out the red team had hidden a fighter jet in the grass. If they could retrieve the wings, they could fly into the brown troops' nest and wipe out the enemy in one strike. Inspired by their bravery, the boy found the wings in the grass and gave them to the red team. The red team quickly began repairs on the aircraft. Soon, the red team flew the plane high into the sky. Unexpectedly, the brown troops had advanced radar and quickly locked onto the red team's position. They launched missiles directly at them. In the critical moment, the boy blocked the attack with his hand. The brown soldiers had no choice but to fly fighter jets in pursuit. As the enemy camp came into view, the red team quickly used parachutes to descend. They split into two groups, two soldiers to distract the enemy, and one to secretly replace the enemy's flag. Just as victory seemed assured, heavy rain suddenly fell from the sky. Moments later, all the soldiers melted into mud.